Welcome back, you guys, your boy CK. Now for today's college video, you can throw the wheel in the garbage. There simply was not enough NFL players from the Big 12. That's the conference we're looking at today. And I've always wondered, why does the Big 12 only have 10 teams? It says if orange is the new black, then 10 is the new 12.
Oh, if you don't get...
After losing Texas A&M and Missouri to the SEC and surviving the Pac-10's attempt to poach Texas Tech, and both Oklahoma schools, Jesus Christ, how many teams are other conferences trying to take away from the Big 12?
Oh my God, all of them.
All right, so after reading the rest of this article, it looks like there's no reason for the Big 12 to expand. So it looks like we're going to be at 10 teams for a while. All right, so college is very confusing, conferences and things of that nature. But Andy Reid is really good at making things that are confusing seem very simple for the average individual. So he's going to have to do his best to find a way to get this 81 overall team to the promised land. So here's a list of the 10 teams that these NFL players are collectively from. It's straight from Texas Tech, 99 overall, Patrick Mahomes. His backup is RG3 from Baylor. Running backs, we have Damian Williams from Oklahoma and Justice Hill from Oklahoma State. We would have Darren Sproles from Kansas State, but you know, I'm using the Madden 21 roster so I can get these rookies. And so he's not even in the free agents. He's not on the Eagles or anything. So yeah, that kind of is kind of unfortunate. However, we have another Kansas State player, Tyler Lockett at wide receiver. From Oklahoma, we have Kenny Stills. Also from Oklahoma, we have Marquise Hollywood Brown. And again, from Oklahoma, we have CeeDee Lamb, Jalen Reagor from TCU, and then Kiki Cootie from Texas Tech. At tight end, we have Mark Andrews from Oklahoma, Tyrone Swoops from Texas, and James Winchester from Oklahoma as well. You're starting to see a theme, okay? There's a lot of Oklahoma players, another one at right tackle, another Oklahoma player, this time Orlando Brown Jr. playing out of position at center, two TCU players, right guard Matt Pryor, left tackle Marcus Cannon, and then a West Virginia player, Quentin Spain at left guard. Some more Oklahoma Sooners on defense, Jordan Phillips at left end, Neville Gallimore from Oklahoma at D tackle, Ross Blacklock from TCU, Malcolm Brown from Texas at D tackle number 2, and then our only D lineman above an 80, Jerry Hughes from TCU. Straight from Iowa State, we have AJ Klein, Kenneth Murray, once again, Oklahoma, Jordan Brooks from Texas Tech, and then Ty Summers from TCU. In the secondary, we have Quandre Diggs from Texas, Trey Flowers from Oklahoma State, Jeff Gladney from TCU, and Rasul Douglas from West Virginia. Also, we have another Longhorn, Chris Boyd. And the best part of our defense, easily a safety, Bradley McDougald, the only player from Kansas currently in the NFL. Correct me if I'm wrong though, because I looked it up. I don't think there's anyone else. And then every other player I'm about to name is from Texas. Kenny Vaccaro, Earl Thomas III, our best defensive player, Justin Tucker at kicker, and Michael Dixon at punter. So let's just say Andy Reid, he kind of has his hands full. We're only an 81 overall. Our offense is gonna have to carry us. I think we have at least 2, maybe 3 guys who have at least star development. So by the end of the season, we could be like an 85, 86. I wanna see how we're doing at mid-season though. Holy, we are 8-0 on the season right now. Andy Reid, what kind of voodoo are you doing with this team? We're still only an 83 overall. I'm telling you, sometimes franchise just does not make sense. I'll be using like a 90-something overall team. We'll be like 6-2, but I'm not gonna complain. You know, kind of an easy schedule except for a few games like the Ravens, Packers, which were close games, close W's. I don't think I have to play a game until the playoffs.
Are you sure about that?
That's the definition of a jinx, bro. I have perfectly good wood right here.
Pause.
Get your mind out the gutter, bro. Not that kind of wood, okay? Actual wood. Point is, I could have knocked on it to prevent the loss, but it is what it is. Let's see. Hopefully, we don't get 2 L's in a row. Yes, sir. That's how you bounce back. Just an absolutely filthy season. 14-2. Up to an 84 overall, man. That ain't enough, though. I want to keep upgrading players. Can you even get better than the 99? Well, if it was the old days of MUT, the answer would be yes. But we are not in the old days of MUT. We are in new days of franchise mode. And all we can upgrade is Scrambler. Man, Bob be a 99.9. #1 ranked quarterback in the league. Not too surprised right there. 81 speed. You can pretty much do everything. But it's Mahomes. You already knew that. All right, Mark Andrews. Let's upgrade this bad boy right here. He's pretty much our #1 do-it-all tight end. 86 speed. I want to make that even better. Let's improve his vertical throw. Jesus Christ, he went up 2 overalls. I don't think I've ever seen that. By upgrading just 1 stat, we went up 2 overalls. That is insane. His speed's an 87. Catching a 92. He's a number 7 ranked tight end. Kenny Stills, I'm pretty sure he's our second best wide receiver. Wait, let's look at the depth chart because I know CD and Rieger, they definitely improved. They're rookies, you know. Let's see how much they improved though. Okay, Lamb, a 79. Rieger's a 78. Pretty sure they both improved just a little bit. Not as much as I would have liked. Marquise though, he's an 85 now. I'm pretty sure he started the season at like an 80. So he's been going crazy. That 97 speed, bro. We have a really fast wide receiver core. Obviously, Lockett's still our number 1. So Kenny's best archetype is the deep threat, but we already have a ton of those. Let's improve his slot because that is the best scheme fit out of all his archetypes. Yeah, we'll go with that one. He's an 85 overall. Quandre Diggs, I'm pretty sure our number 1 corner. You're not a slot, buddy. At least I hope they're not playing you as slot. We need to improve your zone. That's the scheme fit. And then Justice Hill, let's see what he can bring to the table, man. Our number 2 running back, our elusive back, apparently. We'll improve that. He's a 73. So video game Mahomes had a worse season than he did in real life last year. Still an insane season though. 4,200 yards, 46 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Damian Williams, 1,100 yards on the ground, only 4 touchdowns. Justice Hill took a lot of them. Mahomes ran when he had to. Hollywood Brown led the team in receiving yards.
Barely.
Kenny Stills led the team in receptions and touchdowns. Jesus. Lockett had 11. He was second on the team. Hollywood and Andrews were tied for 3rd. On defense, our strong safety Vaccaro led the team in tackling. Diggs was right behind him. Let's see who led the team in tackles for loss. Ross Blacklock. Then we had Jerry Hughes, AJ Klein. 17 sacks for Jerry Hughes. Now, I knew he would lead the team in sacks because he's literally our best pass rusher, but by this much. Now, I'm no math expert, but I'm pretty sure you can add up the rest of these guys. 11.5 plus 2.5. 12.
One eternity later.
He almost has as much as the next 4 people. McDougald, even though he didn't start, had 4 interceptions to lead the team. Vaccaro was second with 3, and then Diggs and Gladney both had 2. Look at all these pass deflections, man. Our defense must have been killing it, even though I was expecting them to not be very good. I was expecting the offense to be the only reason why we even had a chance, but apparently they were forcing turnovers left and right. It's about time we get someone that wins MVP, Mahomes. And he won Offensive Player of the Year. Jerry Hughes, number 5 for Defensive Player of the Year. So these guys must have been going crazy because 17 sacks don't get it done. I need to see what Vaughn, Garrett, all these dudes did. Holy crap. Okay, Vaughn had 22.5 sacks. I can see why he won Defensive Player of the Year. Meanwhile, Myles Garrett had a measly 19. Hopefully you can sense the sarcasm. Now, Jayon Brown only had 3 sacks, but he had 15 tackles for loss. 131 tackles, also 3 interceptions. That's a pretty good season. And then Matt Milano, 106 tackles, 8 tackles for loss, 6.5 sacks, 2 interceptions. I personally would have taken Jerry Hughes, but that's just me. Somehow Baker got best QB over Mahomes. I guess 1 less loss, that's what did it. Damian squeaked into the top 10 for best running backs. We had Lockett at number 7 and Stills at number 9 for best wide receiver. Lane Johnson and Orlando Brown Jr. in there for best offensive lineman, along with Quentin Spain. On the D-line, we had Jerry Hughes at number 2. So with a team this good, that went 14-2 throughout the season, only losses being to the Vikings, 18-23, and the Chargers, 14-20. I think it's obvious that they don't need me, okay? So we're just gonna see how far they can go without me. Wild card round, obviously we avoided it, man. You had the Bengals beating the Bills, you had the Giants beating the Seahawks, the Ravens over the Titans, and the Packers over the Buccaneers. Now in the divisional round, we had the Browns beating the Bengals, the Giants beating the Saints, Lamar versus Mahomes. Imagine if we were able to see this in real life in the playoffs. Mahomes got the better of him this time, and then the Cowboys beat the Packers. Let's see the box score real quick. 27-33. Mahomes, no interceptions, no turnovers. Rushing wise, Mark Ingram, 20 for 105 and a tutty. Edwards had a touchdown too, but Damian Williams, 2 touchdowns on the ground, 1.9 yard per carry, doing his best Sony Michel impersonation. I can say that, okay? I had him on fantasy. I can joke about that. It's kind of like, you know, if you had a brother, you can make fun of that brother, but someone else can't make fun of that brother. It is what it is. Willie Snead, 6 for 146 and a touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 4 for 68 and a touchdown. He was always a great deep threat, man. A lot of these guys were really good deep threats. Sammy Watkins playing against the Chiefs, he had a touchdown. Damian Williams killed it in a receiving game, 2 for 60. Kenny Stills is 758. Andrews, 5 for 56 and a touchdown. So once again, everyone got involved. Now as for the defense, Kenneth Murray led the team in tackling, man. I knew he would take that next step. And then 1 sack for Jerry Hughes. He was the only one that was able to get to the quarterback. Now, who had the interceptions? We had Vaccaro, Diggs, and Earl Thomas III. Conference round, we had the Cowboys versus the Giants, and the Cowboys came out on top. And then we had the Chiefs and the Browns in the AFC. The Browns beat the Chiefs. Our season came to a halt in the conference championship, man. We lost to Baker. He only had 1 touchdown. No interceptions, though. He took care of the football. Mahomes had an interception, though. 296. He threw for more yards. He had more touchdowns, but it was not enough. Chubb, 3.5 yards average on the ground. Damien had 4.3 yards average, but Kareem Hunt went crazy. 2 touchdowns. That was probably the difference. The only running back to get into the end zone. Kenny Stills, 6 for 94. Odell did his thing. Lockett had a touchdown. He's always been consistent. One of the most underrated wide receivers in the NFL, in my humble opinion, man. He does not get talked about as high as he should be, especially for his small frame, man. You gotta put more respect on his name. Look at Hollywood. Blacklock led the team in tackling along with Trey Flowers, Earl Thomas. Look at all these tackles for a loss, bro. Our defense was killing it. Offense could have been a little bit better. I'm pretty sure they're the reason why we lost this game, man. 1 sack for Blacklock as well. He stepped up when he needed to, but it wasn't enough. Our season came to a halt in the conference championship. Honestly, I thought that's a little bit ambitious when I first saw the team. I didn't think we could make it that far. And then you had the Cowboys beating the Browns. Hopefully you guys still enjoyed it, man. I'm gonna be trying to upload on my second channel. I'm looking to do a 2K video, like a series. So go check that out if you have the time, man. At least hit the subscribe button. That'll mean the world to me. Also hit the subscribe button here if you waited all the way to the end. Don't forget to like the video, man. Please, it helps the channel grow. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one.